Welcome to this week's episode of the Pull List Examiner. This is my weekly video where I take a look at the top 3 choices of comic books that I'm planning on reading on New Comic Book Wednesday. New Comic Book Wednesday this week is going to be November 9th, 2022. The pull list is very short this week. Not as many titles coming out this week, but that's okay. I am still looking forward to a few of those, and let's get into what my top 3 choices are for this week. And coming in at number 3 this week is going to be the New Golden Age, issue number 1. So we have another new title coming out from DC Comics, and it is also from Geoff Johns. The description that I'm reading online of this title seems to indicate that this might have a loose tie back to the Flashpoint Beyond series that just wrapped up, but really what it looks like is Geoff Johns going back to some of the characters he used to write many years ago in the Justice Society, and with his writing on the TV show Stargirl, which also has introduced the Justice Society to a lot of people. I don't know if this is some kind of tie he's trying to create here. I'm not sure, but I'm interested in seeing where they're going to go with this title, and at least want to check out the first issue to see if it's something that I want to permanently add onto the pull list. And coming in at number 2 this week is going to be Star Wars: The High Republic, issue number 2. And this series ties back into the High Republic story that we already got. It's a new arc, new characters, but still set during that High Republic era. And in issue number 1, there was definitely some first appearances of some new characters that I have not heard of yet, and we're going to continue down that storyline. I have been really excited about the High Republic. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, but ended up really getting into it when it came to the last run, both of the regular series and the adventure series that was published by IDW. I believe it's now going to be published by Dark Horse, and that actually comes out I think next week, the very first issue. But this is issue number 2 of the current Marvel run of the main series of the High Republic. And if you did not read Star Wars issue number 28, I believe, from last week, it actually has a huge tie back to the High Republic. They are actually at an auction on a planet and try to bid on an old Nihil, depending on how you pronounce the bad guy's Nihil, ship that had a special engine. I don't want to ruin plot points for people who haven't read yet, but it is kind of interesting that they are now taking main Star Wars continuity and tying it back to the High Republic continuity, and I am actually kind of excited about that, and I bet you the people who are the speculators out there are also excited that they're bringing some of this High Republic storyline and characters into the main canon. So I just want to recommend, if you haven't, pick up that new series of the Star Wars High Republic. And at number 1 this week, we've got Do a PowerBomb, issue number 6. This is the title by Daniel Warren Johnson, where he is having what is essentially an intergalactic wrestling tournament. There's some other aspects going on. I won't get into too much of the plot details, but I have to say that it is just fun to read, and Daniel Warren Johnson's art is unique and just full of energy, the way he does things, and it is just a good mix of story, art, and if you have not read it, and even if you're not a wrestling fan, I have to say, go pick it up anyways. It's just been a great title to read. We're coming up near the end of the series. I don't know if there's 1 or 2 more issues left. I think maybe they'll start another arc, but it's getting near the end of at least this first storyline. So check out this title if you are interested in reading a fun comic. Thanks for watching another episode of the Pull List Examiner. As always, you can find my full pull list in the description of the video below. I try to put this video every week to let people know what I'm buying on my pull list. If you have something that you're looking forward to buying, throw a recommendation in the comments. And as always, remember to read them, bag them, and board them. And we'll see you next time on the Pull List Examiner. Have a good week.